This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good afternoon, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for September 24, 2023. And in the news this afternoon, 19-year-old cabinet maker charged with possession of firearm. A 19-year-old cabinet maker was arrested and charged after a firearm was found in his community on Saturday. Charged with the possession of a prohibited weapon and unauthorized possession of ammunition is Danville Watt of Riverside Drive, New Haven, Duhaney Park, Kingston 20. Reports from the Duhaney Park police are that about 5:30 a.m., lawmen were conducting an operation in the area when a premises was searched. During the search, a Taurus .38 revolver loaded with 4.38 rounds of ammunition and one 12-gauge round of ammunition were found. Watt was arrested in connection with the find and later charged. His court date is being finalized. JFJ wants a review of Christie's continued tenure at the Integrity Commission. Human rights lobby group Jamaicans for Justice is calling for the commissioners of the Integrity Commission to assess whether Greg Christie should be fired as executive director following his controversial comments on Thursday. Following a gun attack on Thursday on a director of the Integrity Commission, Christie appeared to blame the government for the incident. Asked by journalists for his reaction to the shooting, Christie stated, "You should ask the government that. Ask them what that means." The Integrity Commission sought to clarify that its executive director was not conveying any blame on the government for the event, but noted that there were a number of security-related issues that it has been in communication with the government about. In a media release on Saturday, JFJ said the refusal of the Integrity Commission to sufficiently acknowledge the potential dangerous references of the comment and offer an apology cognizant of the implications of the comments may undermine public trust and the work of the Commission. JFJ said while it was not calling for Christie's resignation, the commissioners should move decisively to assess whether the executive director's leadership remains tenable and whether public trust in the institution has been undermined, and be so guided in determining whether Christie should continue. If in their assessment the executive director remains, then an acknowledgement of the potential harm of the director's comments is warranted and they should be forthcoming. If they assess the executive director's leadership is untenable, then they should follow due process in keeping with the provisions of the Integrity Commission Act, where the Commission recommends a termination of appointment, JFJ stated. Director of Corruption Prevention at the Integrity Commission, Ryan Evans, was on Thursday hospitalized after he was shot and wounded in the car park at the Commission's offices in New Kingston. He was shot in the arm and a briefcase in his possession was stolen by his attackers. The police believed that robbery was the motive for the attack. PNP candidate in Trelawney Southern, Fabian Davis, won the early by-election. The man who was being groomed by the opposition to face Marissa Dalrymple Philibert in Trelawney Southern next the general election wanted to go into battle now. Bring on a by-election is what businessman Fabian Davis is chanting as he hopes to capitalize on the misfortune of the then incumbent who quit as MP for the constituency as well as the Speaker of the House of Representatives on Thursday. Dalrymple Philibert resigned from the post amid mounting pressure in relation to the 8 charges laid against her by the Integrity Commission last week. Davis was given the nod to represent the party in the next general election during a selection exercise at the PNP's Trelawney Southern Conference at Albertown High School in the parish last month. He told the news that he has been doing the legwork. "I have been in the constituency. I have been doing my walks, and I have been doing the work while putting the machinery together for an election. Whether it is a by-election or a general election, I am on my way," said Davis. For Davis, the vision for Trelawney Southern is simply to focus on improving the lives of those residing in the mainly rural constituency. He told the news that the implementation of a proper system of supplying running water in the area would be an ideal start. My vision for South Trelawney is to get back running water in the pipes in order for the farmers to engage in the cash crop programs that they have at RADA, said Davis. The MP candidate stated that the farmers living in the rural constituency have been dealt a bad hand, as without running water, they have been suffering huge losses. At the same time, the businessman said that he intends to assist the farmers in Trelawney Southern improve their entrepreneurial skills. This is a farming area and they mostly farm yam, which is a one-year thing. After that, farmers dead for hungry, Those farmers are really skilled to be alive now in South Trelawney. So I really want to help them to get water so that they can be involved in cash crops and get money right throughout the year. I need to turn these farmers into entrepreneurs, Davis said. In addition to that, the MP candidate said that improvement of Also Spring Health Center will be a major project undertaken were he to become the elected representative. Roads too are on Davis's list of things to tackle in the rural constituency. I am looking to upgrade the health center in Also Spring. They have fixed the main roads, but they are now going back to a deplorable condition. That would be one of my main focuses too, he said. There are some other roads that would help motorists to detour, in case there's a major accident on the main. Right now, if you have a major accident, there's nowhere to go, so those roads will be addressed, Davis added. The businessman, who is also listed by the PNP as a councillor candidate for the Duncans Division, Trelawney Northern in the Trelawney Municipal Corporation, told the news that he is fully committed to stepping up to the plate in Trelawney. According to him, he is a son of the soil who has always been passionate about his parish. He said that he became a member of the PNP in 2017 and has since worked alongside the party to build a confidence in the people of Trelawney. I am presently the chairman of the Duncans Division and also the candidate for the local government election there as well. I started my political journey in North Trelawney and I have been working assiduously with my team there. I have learned a lot in North Trelawney politics, so it has prepared me to do the job as a member of parliament, said Davis, who was born in Clarkstown in the north and attended Homewood Technical High School in Manchester. I have always been in love with South Trelawney, and I had a business there in 2005. I am also involved in music, and I used to go there to play music, so I know a lot of people there. I am not a stranger. Being in love with this constituency and strongly believing in farming, I realize that this is where we need to go now, based on what is happening. I really want to help these people as farmers, help to grow the constituency, and do things that will attract young people, the MP candidate added. Davis, in a follow-up statement on Saturday, hailed the work of the former MP, but maintained that a change was necessary. I'd like to express thanks to Marissa Dalrymple Philibert for her service to the people of South Trelawney. Public service is no small task, and her contribution must be recognized. However, it is with a heavy heart that I acknowledge the circumstances surrounding her resignation as Speaker of the House and as Member of Parliament for South Trelawney. We had hoped that she would have demitted office guided by her own conscience, but it became evident that public pressure, starting with the PNP's walkout from Parliament in protest of her conduct, forced her hand. The situation is deeply regrettable, and it brings great disappointment to South Trelawney to have one of its members of Parliament forced out of the office under these circumstances. As representatives of the people, we must uphold the highest ethical standards, and any departure from these standards is a disservice to our constituents and our nation. The People's National Party remains steadfast in our commitment to the people of South Trelawney. We have been working diligently to ensure that the constituency would receive the best possible representation in due course, and Marissa's premature departure from office only accelerates our timetable to provide South Trelawney with the strong and ethical representation it deserves, the statement ended. Davis, along with other candidates who were recently selected to represent the party, will be ratified at the National Executive Council today, incidentally at Albertown High School, Trelawney Southern. PNP General Secretary Dr. Dayton Campbell told the news. Asked about the party's readiness for a by-election, Campbell stated that it was preparing for a general election. There was no word from the JLP regarding who its candidate would be in the event of a by-election or general election. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.